Hello, welcome to another video. Hey friends, how's everybody? Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I just wanted to come and do another video today and kind of show you some of the things that I have been working on. Some things are almost completed. And so I wanted to share that with you today. How's everybody? How are you enjoying September thus far? The weather's changing. It's finally getting a little cooler. And I can finally turn my air conditioner off. So it feels really good. Back in the studio, I had to press my way in here today, you guys. I had to press my way because I have a goal in mind to get some things finished and completed. And so I wanted to get in here and show you what I've been working on. First of all, I wanted to share this with you. Sunday was my birthday, and it was very pleasant. It was a beautiful day. I enjoyed it. One of the highlights of that day was going to the National Harbor. It was really nice. There was a lot of people out walking around. They had their mask, of course. The water was just sparkling over there. The sun was just right. The weather was perfect. And I had some dinner over there with a friend. And I really, really enjoyed it. It was so beautiful, so nice. I was so blessed on my birthday. I thank God for another year of giving me life, health, good health, and just a good report. So I praise God for that. I hope you all are well. I hope that you have good health, and I pray that you have good health as well. So anyway, one of my daughters came through, and a friend of mine, and we talked, dropped off gifts, and they went to church, and one of them came back with this Echoes adult student book. It's a comprehensive Bible study, September through November, and I've been reading it. I made it a part of my study, and I read it on yesterday, and I read it for my 3 a.m., 4 a.m. prayer, and talked about, yesterday was about Joseph in the Bible, the dreams that he had. And he had this dream that God had given him, and he had shared it with his brothers. I think it was 12 of them, yes. And Jacob was the father of Joseph, yes. And God had given him a dream. He shared it with his brothers, and they were jealous and they were envious of him because they had a different mother than he had. And their father really loved his mother. He loved their mother as well, but she was like a favorite, I believe. And so he told them of his dream, and they ended up putting him in this pit and letting him just stay there. And the father didn't know where his son was, and they lied about it. So what ended up happening is a famine came in the land several years later, and the brother that was in the pit finally was out of the pit. I want to even say the same day, because some other riders on camels came by and they got him out of the pit. So he ended up going, I believe it was to Egypt. I believe it was to Egypt. And he just ended up having a lot of wisdom. He was very gifted in dream interpretation. And a famine came in the land, just to make a long story short. A famine came in the land. And when the famine came, because Joseph was very wise, he was very gifted, he could interpret dreams, the Pharaoh let him out, and he became governor of that land. And when the famine came, he told the Pharaoh what to do and how to preserve the food and how to stack it up and everything. And he had people under him. So it ended up happening that his that his father has sent his brothers years later now to go and buy food, to go and buy corn. And it was just so amazing reading that, kind of thinking of the times that we are in now and how everybody's talking about it may be a second wave, maybe not of coronavirus, but of something. And so everybody should just stock up. And I was thinking how even Joseph was a businessman, because the Bible says that, the study says that he sold the corn to the people in the land. So he wasn't just giving it away free, because they still had to survive. That land, his family, he ended up having 2 children. If you ever get a chance to read it, please read it. It's in Genesis 42, 40, 41, and 42. It's a great biblical story. I saw quite a few things in there. He was wise. He had dream interpretation. He kept God first in everything. When the Pharaoh's wife came after him because he was a fine-looking gentleman, she pulled on his coat. She wanted him to be with her, and he was like, no. He kept his integrity, even though the Pharaoh had thrown him in prison, because even though the Pharaoh really could not believe what he was hearing from his wife, that he tried to do something with her, but because that was his wife and she told him that, he put Joseph in jail. But he ended up coming out of jail. Pharaoh made him the governor of the land, and he was like second in command. So I say that, I wanted to share that, because sometimes when we have dreams, they are bigger than who we are, right? And sometimes we get so excited about what God says and what he shows us, and we just begin to tell everybody. And sometimes you have to watch, what you say. You can't always tell everybody what's going on, because people will try to put stumbling blocks in your way. Okay? That's the first thing. And the second thing is to hold on to your dream. Dream big. Go for it. No matter how many times you fall down, get up, because you can do it again. So there was many, many pointers in there. I really, really love the story, and I'm going to continue to read that. I wanted to share that piece with you. But also, this video is about a small haul. I was finally able to go to JoAnns. The first time I've been to JoAnns since the pandemic. And it was good. They were out of the big spools of thread. But I did get a few things, and I want to show you what I was working on. A throw quilt, which is right here. I finished piecing the top. I have the backing already. I'm going to have to stand up and show you. I think it's cute. What you see, that pink, that's going to be the backing. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks. It's a small throw, and this is the backing. So the plan today is to get it basted and quilted. Baste it today and quilt it within the next 2 days. And I say that because I've started working on something else. Another, I wasn't sure if this is going to be, because I'm using my scraps. Remember I showed you that video of organization of my scraps. So what I've done is taken those scraps and I've made some blocks. Some star blocks. And this is how they look. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do I wasn't sure if I was going to do a table runner or another throw quilt, but bigger than that one. What am I going to call that one? Steps? Stair steps? I don't know. I have to give it a name, right? Isn't that pretty? I like that one. I like all of them. These are the blocks that I have been working on. They're really pretty. I love them. I like them a lot. So that's that. So the haul from JoAnns is a small haul. They had this. I wanted to try it. If you've tried it before, let me know. It's a Pelon 910 sew-in featherweight interfacing. Non-woven backing for added support for blouses, dresses, lightweight jackets, and quilts. Ideal for use with challis, chambray, linen jersey, and broadcloth fabric. So that's what that is. And how much is in here? It's 20 by 2 yards, 50.8 centimeters. So I got that. I really needed some snips, some Fiskars snips, because using my regular scissors that I cut fabric with to cut the threads when you're cutting, you have to be very careful. You'll end up cutting a chunk. Now, the thread selection was just awful. So I ended up getting the Americana quilting thread. And this color is Baguette. I got those 2. And 3 of the white. These smell so good, y'all. Jasmine and chamomile. They smell so good. So I picked up that. Ooh. Oh no! Sorry. I didn't just bust you guys' head. Sorry about that. Some tape. Oh gosh, should I redo that? I have not learned to edit yet. So I got this fabric here. This fabric here. Can you see that? I'm sorry for busting you guys' head wide open to down to the scalp, to the meat. I'm just joking. Some brown. I've never used brown before in any of my quilts. So that should be really nice, right? I like those colors. All right, don't throw things on the table, young lady, and the thing won't fall down. And some regular black with this color here. Look at there. Maybe I should do a table runner out of that. I don't know. It wouldn't match my decor in my living room. And of course I needed some batting. And this is the Pelon all natural cotton. It's queen size, 90 by 108 inches. So JoAnns had that. So that is my small haul. I'm going to, when I end this video, I'm going to, what am I going to do first? I need to baste that quilt. So you know what that means. Getting down on hands and knees on the floor and basting that quilt. But once it's basted, I can quilt it anytime. And I want to get it quilted as soon as possible. I need to give myself a deadline because these will be for purchase. They came out really well. I'm using scrap fabrics, and you know, this is the first time I bought fabric in a long time. And I have so many scraps to use up. I have so many scraps to use up for my star quilt, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to keep on making stars till it's large enough. I have a book over there that gives me the size of the quilters, throw size quilt, twin size quilt, queen, full, and king size. And I'm not making a king size because I don't have a sit down long arm here. I just have the brother with the extended table, which is very useful and very good. Thank you for joining me today on my video. As you can see, I have done some decorations. I am, last month I told you guys that I wanted to paint this studio. If all goes well, I will be getting that paint tomorrow. And I'm going to do the color light blue. So I think I'm going to stick to that. I'm not sure. My initial thought was just to paint this one wall, a contrast color to the white. But I may do the whole room. So I'm really, really, really not sure yet. But you'll know when it happens because you'll see it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please hit the like button and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.